Take one. Hey everyone, this is my first vlog and I'm so excited. You know, I've just thought for a long time that it might be a good idea to have some vlogs on my YouTube channel. I think now is the time to act on it. I feel inspired to create a vlog, and no promises that I'm going to be doing this every week. I still want to continue with tutorials on my channel. I want to be up for a challenge of doing a vlog at least every once in a while. And I want to know if you guys enjoy this on my channel. So hopefully you'll watch to the end and be able to tell me, do I need improvement as a vlogger? What would you like to see in my vlogs? And I say this because anytime I switch formats or I do something different, even if it's not just creating videos, but I think all of us as humans, you know, when we think about doing something that we haven't done before, there can be resistance to it. And I definitely have felt that with vlogging. And there's a few reasons for that. One is because it's not a format that I am used to doing, that I'm used to creating. So that means thinking about the approach to finishing this whole entire vlog, that requires a different level of thinking and organizing my thoughts and thinking about the planning process. So I do get it, like vlogging is about just kind of filming on the fly, but with any video, there's always some planning involved. And it's also getting used to having a camera out in my everyday life. Well, the thing is that I watch a ton of vloggers. This is something that I just do for entertainment. It's not for like research or anything for creating my own vlogs. I've just always really enjoyed some specific vloggers. So I do binge watch a lot of vloggers that talk about DIY and they show their work. So I'm talking about DIY artists. They could just be creating little DIY art projects, but also people that are into like serious DIY, like building furniture and renovating their houses. And I find that really fascinating because I don't have those skills. And I feel like if I wasn't a video director, producer, editor, etc., then I probably would be an interior designer. So I love that kind of vlogging, really fascinates me. And I think what is appealing about it to myself and other people is that, you know, you get to see something built from scratch and then there's a result. But the kind of vlogging where people are just like showing, oh, I'm going to a coffee shop, you know, showing their everyday life, nothing wrong with it. But as far as myself for creating that, it feels self-indulgent. So that's part of my resistance is like, why would I want to do that? My life is not that interesting. And I'm sure everyone who's thought of creating a vlog has started out with that thought coming in their head at some point, like, oh, is this going to be interesting for people to watch? And so I know that over time, as I make more vlogs, I'll develop my vlogging skills. And the thing is that I am a documentary filmmaker. So outside of my YouTube channel and working with my clients, I do make documentaries, and that has been my passion for a long time. But making a like mini documentary, a vlog about my own life, no, that's territory I have never even gone into. So here we are. And over the next few days, I'll be filming. And I want you guys to tell me the honest truth. Like, do you love it? What else would you like to see? And just like give me your thoughts. If you have any experience vlogging, do you have any tips? And let's hear from you, because this is an opportunity for you to get to know me, and then I am really eager to get to know all of you as well. So please, you know, type some comments below so we can build a community and we can start helping each other with all our video marketing and video production projects that we have coming up.
All right,
so I'm getting ready to go out to this art walk. I haven't been out here in a while, but I'm excited to see a few friends that I haven't seen in a while. And this is always a really fun art walk. It's in Vallejo, California. I used to live in this city. And one of the best things about the city is that they have a really big artist community. So the art walk is usually really fun. A lot of vendors and art galleries, etc. So let me head over there and I'll try to film as much as I can. So that was really fun. I got to see some of my friends. But the thing is that, you know, I've lived here in the Bay Area over 20 years. I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area, for those who don't know. In the summer, it actually gets freezing for part of the summer. So towards the end of the time I was touring around on the art walk, I was freezing cold, and I'm back here in my car. I feel like I should have the heat on. Like, it gets really windy out here in the summer. And our summer goes until like October. It can be very hot. So I'm just grateful we don't have the scorching heat yet. But anyway, it was really fun. And I ended up buying these gluten-free cookies. I think they're Argentinian cookies, alfajores. They're gluten-free and they are just amazing. This little gourmet shop always has like the best food and best snacks. So I always like to pick something up when I go there. All right, so one of the things that I've really been wanting to get done is to get a new backdrop for my YouTube videos, okay? So I realize I'm sitting here recording a video. This is probably gonna be the last video that I record with this backdrop as it is. The reason why, I'm gonna flip the camera around in a minute, I really don't like this backdrop and I've been wanting to change it for quite a while. Okay, so let me flip the camera. I'm gonna show you what I want to do and the new backdrop that I want to create. All right, awesome. So check this out. I was able to move this desk so it's an L shape with this side coming out through the middle of the room instead of against the wall. So you'll see here we've got quite a bit of space. And it was actually really satisfying because I was able to dust this all down. It hadn't been dusted in a while, of course. And there was a spider web over here. So it's always good to like move furniture around, you know? But yeah, now I've got all this stuff here that I've got to place back into my desk area. Okay, so I am pretty much done with rearranging this desk area, and I have to say it's a big weight off my shoulders. You know, when you've been thinking about doing a project for a long time and then you finally do it and stop procrastinating, it literally does feel like a weight off my shoulder. And I just thought it was going to take a lot of time, and you know, I took breaks in between. That's like my best advice. If you have a big project and you think it's going to be a heavy lift, either mentally or physically, be sure that you take breaks. And I also gave myself a reward. I celebrated when I reached the milestone, which was a milestone for me, of actually moving the furniture in the layout that I wanted it. So another funny thing is I called a friend halfway through and it was really weird. She said, "Oh, you're moving your desk area? That's so funny," because she told me that she has this recurring dream of moving her desk around in her house. And I'm like, what? How does this happen? Like, I'm in the middle of moving my desk and my friend's telling me she has a recurring dream about moving her desk around. That is just really strange. Hey everyone. Okay, so today I am out in San Francisco and I decided I want to go to a vintage market. I haven't been to San Francisco in so long, so I just crossed over the bridge. Thankfully, there wasn't a lot of traffic. It wasn't too bad. Trying to come during the week is just like
really hectic. So I usually come on the weekend, and I'm excited to check out this vintage market because it's a curated vintage market. And I love shopping at antique stores and thrift stores, but this specifically has been curated, which means like these are people who really know design, and they're going to be showing basically their best stuff. I'm sure it's way out of my price range, but anyway, let's go check it out.
Okay, so I am back at home now. That was a really fun trip. I'm really glad I went. And you know what? I'm noticing because I'm vlogging, I'm noticing that I'm staying more committed to doing things that I want to get out and do. So I don't know that I would have driven to San Francisco today. So that is a benefit of vlogging. I just really enjoyed looking at Heath Ceramics. I used to go there whenever I was in that neighborhood. It's just a factory, a pottery studio and factory that's been around for like a century. And there's just something so calming about looking at Heath Ceramics pottery. It's the design, it's very like simple but elegant, and it feels timeless. And really just walking around that studio is so calming. It was just such a nice vibe. The vintage stuff was way overpriced. I was looking at this Japanese vintage vendor, and it was like $200 for a small bowl or something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna end this vlog here. I think that's enough. I wanna just keep this simple. I've got my decaf latte that I just made. I don't know if I mentioned at any point in this vlog, I went caffeine free about 3 weeks ago, and I never thought I could do it. So I'm actually just loving my decaf lattes. The side effects of caffeine were just way too bad for me. I really never thought I could give up caffeine, but it is possible. If I can do it, you can do it. And I knew I could because honestly, I've given up other things. I'm vegetarian. I've been meat-free for over 20 years. I gave up gluten like 5 years ago. So why not give up caffeine too? It's going really well. I don't have the side effects that I used to. Anyway, thank you so much for following along in this vlog. And if you made it to the end, please type a comment and let me know, how did I do? What else would you like to see from my vlogs? And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you, and have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video.